How you doing, guys? Zane's Heavy Boxing Dosage here, back on another video. In this video, I'd like to give you my prediction for this upcoming fight. It's going down this weekend, I believe. It's the return of undefeated, talented prospect. I wouldn't say he's a prospect. He's a world contender, world champion, you know, at welterweight. It's the return of Jaron Boots Ennis versus Eimantas Stanionis. That's a good fight, man. Both guys are really, really good, you know, especially Jaron Boots Ennis. You get me? He's touted to be one of the best at welterweight. He could clean up the division. You know, I believe he's got one of the belts, and now he's fighting for the other belt, which Stanionis has. I believe it's the IBF belt. You get me? So, this is gonna be a good fight, you know. A battle of undefeated fighters as well. Stanionis is undefeated and 15-0 with 9 KOs. Jaron Boots Ennis 33 wins. 29 wins coming by way of knockout, you know, so he has a lot of power, you get me? But, you know what I'm saying, like, in terms of competition level, this is a step up for both guys, I believe, you know, because Stanionis is no joke as well. Like, he's coming in there to win. You know, the only thing that really goes against him, in my opinion, is that inactivity. You get me? He hasn't been active as much as Jaron Boots Ennis. Nevertheless, he's got a great chin, and he's gonna come there to, you know, try and win. You get me? Like I said, good chin, never been knocked out, never been hurt. And what I like about Stanionis is he's coming to win. He's not coming to lay down, you know. And if Karen Chukadzian can give Jaron Ennis problems, I think Stanionis will give him problems in this fight, you know. But like I said, I think the inactivity will go against Stanionis in this fight, in my opinion, just because Jaron Ennis is an overall athletically gifted athlete. You get me? Like, the way he, you know, moves inside that ring, his footwork, his ability to defend himself and counter punch, it's really talented. It's really good to watch as well. It's very good talent. Do you get me? At the same time, like, you know, against Chikadzian, it kind of showed me he has a bit of vulnerability, you know. He does get caught, and he is human, you know. But Stanionis, like I said, Stanionis could bring that out of him, you know. He could make it rough for Jaron Ennis if he gets into the inside and doesn't let him, you know, take a breather during the 12 rounds. You get me? If he keeps his engine up, I think he's gonna steal some rounds. But I just feel that overall, even if he does steal 1 or 2 rounds, I think Ennis's skill set is gonna prevail in this. There's a little bit of a skill gap, in my opinion. You know, Jaron Ennis can fight many ways, whereas Stanionis, he can only come forward and really try and apply the pressure. And if that doesn't work, then really and truly, what can he really do? You understand? So I'm gonna go on my final prediction. You know, I've obviously thought about it a bit as well, because I think Stanionis' game, he's a live underdog. So Jaron Ennis cannot underestimate him at all, because Stanionis is then one of them fighters that can pull off the upset. I believe he's undefeated for a reason. But like I said, I just don't like the activity, you know, in terms of how many fights he's had, you know, during the course of the last year or so. I will definitely have to favour Jaron Ennis. You know, I think he's a very talented fighter out of the both of them. You get me? So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Jaron Ennis to win this fight by, I'd say round. It could be a stoppage, but you know, I don't think it will be because I honestly thought Jaron Ennis would be able to stop Karen Chukadzian when they fought, but he obviously fought him twice and he managed to go the distance. You get me? So I wasn't really convinced about that. You get me? It kind of showed me like once he steps up in levels. Obviously, he's got 29 KOs, but who are they really against? You get me? It's easy to knock out people that you're expected to win against. But when it comes to stepping up, you know, it's harder to get them knockouts that you once usually did get. But because, like, the level of competition and quality is not the same as before, you know, it's definitely increased. So out of the two, he's the talented fighter, and you know, I will go with this fight, Jaron Ennis to win this, possibly by unanimous decision. But don't get me wrong, though, it could be a knockout as well. You know, I believe Jaron Ennis is fighting in his hometown. I'm not too sure about that, but that's what I'm hearing. So could be a possible late stoppage. You know, like I said, inactivity could go against Stanionis, and you know, Jaron Ennis could get this knockout. So looking at the odds on this fight, you know, there's a double chance. The safest pick, I think, is a double chance, which is on Skybet. Jaron Ennis to win this fight, double chance, round 7 to 12 all points. So I would go with that bet, in my opinion. Add that to a parlay or something. You know what I mean? Another one, which was an interesting one. This is the bet I'd go for, in my opinion. I like that bet as well. William Hill is Jaron Ennis to land the most jabs, you know, and I think both fighters do use their jabs. That's why the odds are quite close on that sort of market in terms of who's gonna land the most jabs. But Jaron Ennis definitely uses his fundamentals more than Stanionis. Stanionis is a Lithuanian fighter, so he's got Eastern European style, you know, but whereas fundamentals and ring IQ and basics of boxing, Jaron Ennis does that to a T, in my opinion. And I feel like I'm quite confident in that pick where, you know, we've got odds on who throws the most jabs. And I'm going to lean to Ennis on this one. So that's a safer pick, in my opinion. So Jaron Ennis to throw the most jabs, that will be my pick on this prediction, you know, on this sort of matchup. That will be a bet I'd go for, in my opinion, because I do believe he'll throw more jabs than Stanionis, you know. But like I said, Stanionis has got a good jab as well. I just think that Jaron Ennis uses it a bit more than him, and he's got the reach advantage over him. So I feel that he will outland him when it comes to jabs. You get me? And that's the bet I'm going to go for. Jaron Ennis to land the most jabs. And I feel like he'll win this fight as well by round 7 to 12, all points. But I'm more confident in Jaron Ennis landing the most jabs. So that will, you know, save you if it goes to points and got a knockout, or, you know, it kind of overrides that. So I'd go with Jaron Ennis to win, to land the most jabs, and you're getting even money on that, so you're getting better odds, and I'm gonna go with that. So I think Jaron Ennis wins this fight as well. Let me know your thoughts, guys. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. More predictions coming out shortly, and yeah, it's a good fight. I'm really looking forward to it this weekend. Let me know who you got, guys. I'll see you on the next one. It's Zane's Every Boxing Dosage. I'm out.